Today we're assembling the Stilla Glendale timber shed. Hi there, it's Michelle from Cheap Sheds here. This video is going to show you how to put together a Stilla cedar shed. It's very easy, just watch the video. Before we begin, there are just a few things you need to keep in mind. Firstly, please be careful when handling all components. Some parts have sharp metal edges and you don't want any nasty accidents. And don't forget to always wear work gloves, eye protection and long sleeves when assembling your shed. Check your manual for the list of tools you'll need for building your shed. Make sure you have these on hand before starting to avoid any delays or problems. Now before you start building your shed, you do need to choose and prepare the site. Choose your site carefully. It must have a level surface unless you have purchased an elevation kit or heavy-duty floor kit with your product. Then clear the area of any stones and remove all plants, roots and other obstacles. Then you can use a rake or shovel to level the surface if need be. Now to unpack your shed. It is recommended to use a clean work surface to spread your parts out as you're unpacking. Remove all parts from the packages and place them in a safe close to your assembly area. Review all instructions and continue to refer to them throughout the entire assembly process. Also, all parts are marked, so it'll be easy for you to find them and follow the steps in your manual. Okay, we are now ready to begin. Step 1 is assembling your floor. Make sure to complete your floor before starting to assemble your shed. It'll act as a level building surface and a starting point for your project. As you can see here, we've already assembled our timber floor. Please refer to your manual if you have not done so yet. We can now move on to step 2, which is wall assembling. We'll start with the shell. Just a quick tip here, it is a good time to decide where your windows will go if you purchase an optional window or two. They can replace any of the wall panels in the following instructions labelled 12p. Okay, to start, you'll need wall panel labelled 78p and one wall panel 12p. Note they are different in lengths. Place panel 78p on the rebate of the floor panel, like so. Screw through the 78p wall panel to fix to wall panel 12p. You'll need to repeat this process to fix at the top, middle and bottom. Quick tip, hold the studs flush on the inside and ensure the tongue of the VJ cladding is facing upwards. You may also need a helping hand at this stage to keep the wall standing straight and level. Next, align another wall panel labelled 12p along the other and fix these together at the top, middle and bottom. Follow the same steps for the rest of the wall panels till you have all of them securely standing. At the end, you will have a shell of your shed with an opening for your doors, which we will hang later. Okay, now that the shell is complete, we can add the front and back gables. Lay part labelled 8FFRG on the right and part 8FFLG on the left, facing down on a flat surface. Screw together in position shown, holding flush at the bottom. use two 65 HHS screws. Repeat the process for the back gable pair. Now turn the front gable over. Position part labelled SCS, which is Stilla branded, flush with the gable frame and flush on each end. Nail through cover strips into the gable using a 50N nail. Position part labelled 8FFGCS on the front gable cover strip over the join in the front. This will provide a clean finished look with no gaps. You may need to cut the pieces to size. Fasten this piece in position using a 50N nail. Hold the doorstop labelled 8DS in the doorway and cut out the front gable. Nail it up through the gable using 4 nails. Now let's attach them to the top of the wall panels. Carefully position the front gable in place, ensuring the tongue on the wall goes into the groove on the gable. Fasten up through the front panels using 2 screws on either side. Repeat the same process with the back gable, but using 1 screw on either side and in the centre. Next step is to construct and add the roof to the building. Constructing it may take a little more time, but doing it properly will ensure a secure and sturdy roof. Panels are made from steel, so be careful when handling them. Line up part R and push them into part labelled BB and TB like so. Then insert 100 BS into the pre-drilled holes to fasten. Use 1 per join. Next, lay the roof frame on a hard surface. Position the roof sheets labelled WG1480 flush at the top and flush at the end of the roof battens. Fasten roof sheets to the roof frame in a number sequence shown, using parts 40RS. Please note to only screw in the pan at the top and in the rib at the bottom. Quick tip, slightly angle the screws when fixing to the pan to avoid screwing right through the batten. Complete laying roof sheeting out onto the frame. Then fasten the roof sheeting to the battens in sequence shown. Complete screwing roof off at the top and then at the bottom in every rib. Please note, use a straight edge to keep all screws in line and in centre of the battens. Next step is assembling the channel. Fasten the capping to the roof using 5 parts labelled ST. Repeat the process to complete the other roof panel. Now we're going to put the roof panels onto the shed. Slide the first roof panel into position and fasten up through the front and back gables. Ensure roof rafters are flush with the gables. Fasten up through sidewalls top plates at each end and each panel join. Ensure walls run parallel with the bottom of the batten, labelled BB, on the roof. Repeat these steps for the other roof panel. Finally, to add the finished touches to your roof, you need to add the collar tie. Holding the collar tie tight and level in place, screw through it into the roof rafter. And that's it! All you need is the ridge cap, but that goes on a little later. We're going to now move on to your front doors. Place the door on the side and hold hinges in position. Hinges to be 100 mm down from the top and from the bottom. Fasten hinge to door using 3 hinge screws per hinge. Holding door in position 3 mm down from the top and front of the door, flush with the front of the VJ cladding, screw through the hinge to wall panel using 4 hinge screws per hinge. Okay, now to install the door handle. Remove bolts and levers from the back of the T-handle. Mark and drill 12 mm centre hole in position as shown. It must be 50 mm in front of the door edge. Insert T-handle in position and mark 2 outside holes. Remove T-handle and drill 2 6 mm holes. Insert T-handle back with the bolts and fasten nuts to the back of the door. Holding door in closing position, flush with the VJ cladding on the front. Slide lever into T-handle and tighten. Next step, step 5, is the corner post and cover strips. Hold corner post labels 1910 CP in position like so. Fasten through corner post into wall studs using nails. Repeat for all 4 corners. Now hold strips 1910 CS over the joins on the wall of panels. Nail through cover strips into the wall panels using 6 50 mm nails evenly spaced per strip. Put cover strip into the door hinges and into cover strips on the front gables. Fasten to the wall with 6 nails. Repeat task on the other side of the door, keeping it at least 4 mm away from the swinging door. Finally, to give the roof its finishing touches, hold fascias in position. Flush at the bottom of the battens and meet evenly at the top. Front fascias have the tongue on the top and the back fascias have the groove on the top. Now for the ridge cap. Slide the ridge cap into position. Make sure the peak of the ridge cap is in line with the peak of the fascias. Screw through the ridge cap into the second rim from the end and through into the batten. Repeat this on both ends. The last step in the process is to fix your shed to the floor. Screw the wall frame to the floor, top down, starting in the front of the shed and moving around. Fix the shed in each corner and at each joist. And that completes your Stilla Glendale timber garden shed. Thanks for watching.